Hey y'all, welcome to Midday Manna. So today, I've been talking about how God will take care of us and blessing us and things like that, but I want to change the gears a little bit today. Today we can talk about why we so hard-headed. Hmm? Hmm? Why we so hard-headed? Okay, I'm going to give us two examples of being hard-headed. Okay, the first one. We back in 1 Kings chapter 17. So Elijah, he done left the ravine now. And God said, leave from there, because remember, God caused a drought. Y'all got lint on my shirt. So he said, leave from there. Remember, he caused a drought. So all the water done dried up from the brook that he was drinking from. So God said, okay, you got to leave from there. I got something else set up for you, though. Remember, provisions. I got something else set up for you. Go to this other town. It's a widow there already. I told her she's going to feed you. She's going to take care of you. So Elijah goes, and he sees the widow. And he asked her, he said, can you bring me a little water in a jar so I can have something to drink, and bring me some bread, bring me a piece of bread. And she's like, sir, I don't have any bread, only a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug. I'm gathering a few sticks to take home and make a meal for myself and my son so that we may eat it and die. Y'all, she was literally going to take this little bit of food and expecting to die. So there's a message in that, because she acted out on faith. God blessed her and her son. So Elijah said, don't be afraid. Go home and do as you have said. Go ahead and take your oil and your flour and go ahead and do what you can do. But first, make a small cake for me. Make a small cake for me from what you have and bring it to me. And then make something for yourself. So you know what that is. That's that tithe. Take that first and give it to me. Now y'all already know. Y'all already know. Some of us would have been like, who? I just told you this all I got. Meat for me and my son, and we fist to go eat this and die. Now you talking about take a little bit, the nothing we got, and give you a piece of our nothing. Like that, Lord, this all I got is this $100, and you want me to take some of this $100 and give it back to you when I just told you this ain't even enough to cover our bills. This ain't even enough to cover our bills, but I'm supposed to take part of this $100 and give it back to you. Get somebody else to do it. Y'all know that's how we are. I ain't even gotten enough for me, but I'm supposed to give some to you. But she was obedient. She was obedient, and she listened. So she did it. She went away. She did as Elijah had told her. So there was food every day for Elijah and for the woman and her family, because she was obedient. She was blessed abundantly. They were given. They went without nothing. For the jar of flour was not used up, and the jug of oil did not run dry, because she was obedient, and she stepped out and she took her nothing. She took some of her nothing and gave it back, and she was blessed 100-fold, because we don't know how long he sat up there and ate. So, but it says sometimes later her son became ill, y'all, and her son died, and she felt the way, she like, what have you done? Did you come to remind me of my sin and kill my son? So she feeling the way now, he's like, give me your son, give me your son. He went up to the room, he cried out to the Lord. Oh Lord, what have you done? Basically, have you brought this tragedy also upon the widow I'm staying with by causing her son to die? Then he stretched himself out on the boy 3 times and cried to the Lord, oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him. And the Lord heard Elijah's cry, and the boy's life returned. So the boy took him to his mom and said, look, your son is alive. Then the woman said, y'all, listen what she said. This is what she said. Then the woman said to Elijah, now I know that you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord from your mouth is true. Now you know. So you ain't know when I took that little bit of oil and that little bit of flour you had, and we ate for 17 years. I don't know how long it but God had to kill your son and bring him back to life for you to know the truth. Why you had to do all that? Y'all, sometimes we put ourselves through stuff. God showed us the first time. That ain't good enough. I need to see more. I need another sign. Why? Sometimes we put ourselves through so much when we don't have to. Why did this son have to die for her to see the truth? This dude just fed you. You knew you ain't had no food. You know you ain't had no food. And now you ain't been hungry for how long? And now you see the truth. Second time, y'all. Second time. All right. So this time it's Elijah. So, they go on. The famine continues. Jezebel. Okay, first of all, let me say that because I missed that. Ahab is married to Jezebel, baby. We all know Jezebel. So Jezebel out here killing the prophets of Israel. She taking them out. You hear me? Taking them out. So Ahab goes and he's like, he goes to Obadiah. Obadiah is wanted. I'm sorry. Obadiah works for Ahab. So Elijah goes to Obadiah, is like, I need to see Ahab. He's like, who? I'm not, they killing all the prophets of Israel. I'm not finna take you to meet him, and then you dip, and then he kill me. I'm not who? I'm not doing it. I don't hid 100 of them in a cave, 100 prophets of Israel in a cave over here. I'm not finna take. He's like, and Elijah like, I promise you, I'm gonna talk to him. So they meet. Ahab go up, meet with Elijah, and he's talking to him, and he's like, listen, go get all your people, summon everybody, summon all the prophets of Baal that you serve, and it was about 400 of them. 450 prophets of Baal and 400 of Asherah. He said, all them people eat at your wife's table. All these people they Jezebel folks, so go get them all. Go get them. Haul them out here to the Mount Carmel. So Elijah went out. So Ahab called all the people out. Elijah went out there and asked him, how long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him. Ain't nobody say nothing. And then Elijah said, okay, bet. Crickets? Nobody got nothing to say? Okay, bet. He said, get 2 bulls for us. Let them choose one for themselves. Let them cut it into pieces and put it on wood, but not set fire to it. And I will prepare the other bull and put it on wood, not set fire to it. Then you call on the name of your God, and I call on the name of the Lord, and the God who answers by fire, he is God. Okay? So, got the prophets of Baal, got Elijah. We're going to get a bull. We're going to put our bull on this wood. Both of us going to set it up. Whoever God set this bull on fire, that's how we know it's God. And the people are like, okay, cool, bet, bring it on. So people of Baal went. They tried. They calling, baby. They howling. They calling. Ain't nothing happened. I mean, y'all, this went on for forever. It went on. So it went on to the point till Elijah just started taunting him. Talking about, shout louder. Surely he is a God. Perhaps he's in deep thought. Or busy, or traveling, like real petty, y'all, real petty. Maybe he's asleep. Must be awakened. Yell louder so you might be able to wake him up. Man, Elijah being real petty. You hear me? So they doing everything. They done cut themselves with the swords and the spear. Like they doing all of this. You hear me? Baal ain't said Nathaniel. He ain't said nothing. So then it's Elijah's turn. So then he ordered them to, everybody, he ordered them to get 12 stones. He's building the altar. He's telling them to get water, pour water on the bull and on the offering and the wood. He tells them to do that 3 times. So then after that, he says, answer me, O Lord, answer me, so that these people will know, O Lord, that you are God and that you are they're turning their hearts back again. So then, of course, the fire of the Lord fell and burnt up the sacrifice. It burnt the wood, the stones, the soil. It burnt up everything. Dried up all the water. It burnt everything. So the Lord just showed, who he was. So, of course, all this happens. Ahab go home and tell his wife. He go home and tell Jezebel what just happened. Oh, because before that, after he does that, when the people will see, okay, the Lord is God, God is Lord, Elijah commands them to kill all the prophets of Baal. So all Jezebel people killed. Kill all Jezebel's people. So Ahab go home and tell her what happened. So of course she 38. She 38 hot. So now she sent a message to Elijah and she like, may the gods deal with me, be it so ever severely. By this time tomorrow, I do not make your life like that of one of them. She told her, I'm finna kill you too. This is what, so Elijah get afraid and he ran for his life, y'all. He done got scared and ran. So he run and then he go tell the Lord to take his life. He ready to die. He's gonna fall asleep. Just all of this, y'all. So then, y'all, the Lord got to appear to Elijah, because Elijah, he don't travel 40 days, 40 nights. He's at Orb, a mountain of God, and he went in the cave and he spent the night because he's scared. He's still running. So the Lord appeared to him. He like, what you doing here, Elijah? What you doing here? Elijah get his whole spiel. He giving his whole spiel. I've been so good for the Lord. The Israelites rejected you, and I did this. I'm the only one left, and now they trying to kill me. The Lord like, bro, go out there on that mountain. I'm gonna come see you in a minute. I'm about to pass by. Go out there on that mountain. Y'all, some strong winds came, but it wasn't God. An earthquake happened, but God wasn't in the earthquake. He wasn't in the wind. Fire came. God went in the fire, but then after the fire, a gentle whisper came again, and the voice came to him again and said, what are you doing here, Elijah? So y'all, this is where I'm first read it in Elijah. This I'm like, come on, Elijah. Because again, God he don't perform all these miracles through Elijah. He's talked to Elijah. He's spoken to Elijah. He showed Elijah that I can protect you. I'm here for you. And this doggone dusty foot woman gonna say one threat to you, and now you scared. You scared. Now took off running from this one dusty foot woman. Like God ain't showed you all this other time that he with you, he protecting you, and Jezebel come say something with her dusty feet, and now you done ran? What? So God like, why you here, Elijah? Oh, this and this and that and this and that. Go out there. Let me again. But you should already know. But let me show you again who I am. Let me show you again who I am. Wind. Earthquake. Fire. So I'm gonna ask you again. Why are you here, Elijah? Y'all, when God shows us that he's with us, the enemy can't say nothing. Stop letting the enemy come and scare you. Stop letting them put fear in you. Stop letting them make you doubt yourself. If you got God with you, you can do all these things because he is with you. Stop letting the enemy come and put anything, tell you anything, scare you. No, we've got to stop. If God say he's with us, then go out there, stand on that word, be strong and courageous, and know that he's with us, and trust and believe it. Now, today was longer because I had a lot to say because I was passionate about this. But I hope y'all still listen to it. Listen to it over and over and over again because this is good, y'all. Okay? All right. Have a good day.